I've been shooting Fuji for photo the last couple of years, but as a dad of young children, carrying around my X-H2S or even my X-T2 with the 35 f2 prime posed its problems. I would carry it around on a strap around my neck, but regularly having to pick up my daughter, I had to constantly drag it onto my back so it wouldn't swing against her, which did happen a few times. And other times I would put it in the bottom of our stroller, but that compartment would be stuffed with diapers, baby formula, toys, my jacket, or my wife's purse. And every time I wanted to take a picture, I'd have to ask my wife, "Hey honey, where did you put the camera?" Take it out, put it back, etc. And on top of that, went out with the family. When I asked my wife to take a picture of me with the kids, I always needed to explain the camera a bit, tell her she could zoom or not, depending on the lens. Now, usually she couldn't really get a shot she liked, and she took out the inevitable iPhone to take shots, which I like to avoid. So I started to look into a true everyday carry camera more and more. And you can't look past the Ricoh GR in that segment. Now the true appeal there was the size. A true pocket camera with the same size sensor and comparable quality to my Fuji. Now at first I didn't really take it that serious because it just looks like a point and shoot from the 2000s and it's over $1,000. But after seeing numerous reviews, I thought the quality was impressive and even the colors looked a bit better than Fuji sometimes. So I pulled the trigger and I bought the GR3X. That's the 40mm full frame equivalent version. From the first day I owned the camera, I immediately felt a switch in how I approach my shots. That first day we had a sunny winter day here and there was some beautiful light inside the house. So straight away, I started playing with the camera and I felt less friction in taking a shot. So I just grabbed it, turned it on, and I was immediately thinking about which pocket of light was interesting, which composition, etc. While with the Fuji, I always like to dial in my settings more, and that creates kind of a dead moment in capturing life as it happens. The first few times we went out, there was no thought in my mind of which camera and which lens to bring. We go out, I take the Ricoh, and it's that simple. I don't really think about taking my Fujis anymore. It fits in every jacket, so it's just a matter of grabbing it and putting it in my pocket. Now subsequently, when we walk around the city, having something to eat, the Ricoh is just one grab away. No need to put it away in a stroller, put it on a strap or anything like that. It literally is as small and pocketable as you can imagine. In terms of image quality, I have been consistently impressed with the files when I sent them to my phone or opened them in Lightroom on my laptop. The images are super sharp, lots of detail, and the colors look really good. You can dial in recipes just like Fujifilm, although the Ricoh community is considerably smaller, of course. Now, Fuji recipes are notorious, and rightfully so. I've used lots of them in the past, and it's super cool to shoot JPEGs on a holiday or for street photography and have a consistent look. Now there's a little less customization with the Ricoh, and I've only tried a couple of the recipes, but I'm sure I will find some recipes I really like. Now my first Fuji Prime a couple of years ago was the 35mm f2, which is about a 50mm equivalent, a focal length I loved back then. But lately, I feel the 50 is a bit too tight and I like to shoot more on the universally loved 35mm. So I figured the GR3X was the perfect in between, while the GR3 at 28mm just seemed a bit too wide for my liking. The 40mm looks good in almost any scenario. You could do portraits, street, nature, and everything in between. The only thing I have recently noticed is when we are having something to eat or we're around a table and I want to get a shot of my wife and the kids, I have to really lean back, and even then I struggle to get them all in the frame. And there have been a few other occasions where the 40mm felt a little too cramped too, but overall I feel more confident in getting nice shots at this focal length instead of a 28mm wide lens. Not a big fan here, to be honest. Now, when you show this to people who aren't into photography and tell them you paid over $1,000 for it, they call you bonkers, cuckoo, loco. And I mean, I can't really blame them. It's mainly a plastic body. It doesn't feel extremely durable. And I have seen complaints online about dust getting inside the camera sensor. So I wouldn't feel confident banging this thing around for years. So I've been pretty careful with it. But if a true everyday camera is what you're after, there is no better deal on the market. Now, Fujifilm has skyrocketed in price. An XE5 is now around $1,500 body only. I did consider the XM5 because the body is almost as small as the Ricoh and it records great video, but I'd still need to attach my 35 f2 prime or another lens, and with that, the pocketability of the camera evaporates too. For me, the Ricoh did exactly what I hoped it would. Simplify my photography on the go and give me as little friction as possible to capture life as it happens. The quality is great, and after a couple of weeks of owning it, I already take it with me almost everywhere I go. That's it for me, guys, and as always, on to the next one.